Hello, and welcome to another Crack-a-Pack. Today I will be opening a draft booster from Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth. Let's get started. Easterling Vanguard. 1 black for a 2/1. Creature, human warrior, common. When Easterling Vanguard dies, amass orcs 1. An army of Easterlings charged forth, while from the hills poured orcs innumerable. Glorious Gale. 1 blue for an instant, common. Counter target creature spell. If it was a legendary spell, the ring tempts you. The elves of Lorien took Dol Guldur. Galadriel threw down its walls and laid bare its pits, and the forest was cleansed. Generous Ent. 5 green for a 5/7. Creature, treefolk, common. Reach. When Generous Ent enters the battlefield, create a food token. Forest cycling 1. Nimble Hobbit. 1 white for a 1/3. Creature, halfling peasant, common. Whenever Nimble Hobbit attacks, you may sacrifice a food or pay 2 white. When you do, tap target creature an opponent controls. The ruffian knew too little of hobbits to understand his peril. Foolishly, he decided to fight. Revive the Shire. 1 green for a sorcery, common. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Create a food token. In the party field, a beautiful young sapling leapt up. It was indeed a Malorn, and was the wonder of the neighborhood. Surrounded by Orcs. 3 blue for a sorcery, common. Amass Orcs 3, then target player mills X cards, where X is the amassed army's power. Eastmark Cavalier. 1 white for a 2/2. Creature, human knight, common. Vigilance. Whenever Eastmark Cavalier deals damage to a goblin or orc, destroy that creature. The Rohirrim have long been friends of the people of Gondor, though they are not akin to them. Aragorn. Quarrel's End. 2 red for a sorcery, common. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card. Draw 2 cards and create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. It is a joy to us to see you return into your own. Éomer. Olog High Crusher. 3 red for a 4/4. Creature, troll soldier, common. Trample. Olog High Crusher can't block unless you control a goblin or orc. Trolls were abroad, no longer dull-witted, but cunning and armed with dreadful weapons. Great Hall of the Citadel. Land, common. Tap, add colorless. 1 tap, add 2 mana in any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast legendary spells. Renewed shall be blade that was broken. The crownless again shall be king. Bilbo. Council's Deliberation. 1 blue for an instant, uncommon. Draw a card. Whenever you scry, if you control an island, you may exile Council's Deliberation from your graveyard. If you do, draw a card. I will take the ring to Mordor, though I do not know the way. Frodo. Denethor, Ruling Steward. 1 white black for a 2/4. Legendary creature, human noble, uncommon. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died under your control this turn, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. 2. Sacrifice another creature. Each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. Much must be risked in war. Legolas, Counter of Kills. 2 green blue for a 2/3. Legendary creature, elf archer, uncommon. Reach. Whenever you scry, if Legolas, Counter of Kills, is tapped, you may untap it. Do this only once each turn. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Legolas. 2, said Legolas. I make my tail 20 at least. Hugh the Entwood. 3 red for a sorcery, mythic rare. Sacrifice any number of lands. Reveal the top X cards of your library where X is the number of lands sacrificed this way. Choose any number of artifact and/or land cards revealed this way. Put all non-land cards chosen this way onto the battlefield. Then put all land cards chosen this way onto the battlefield tapped. Then put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. We have an island and a human soldier token. All right. So here is our pack. I don't think I've ever seen this rare before, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's pretty bad. So, we do have a couple cards that play into humans. I would sort of consider taking either one of these. I would also maybe consider taking Easterling Vanguard or Glorious Gale. I think Glorious Gale can go in pretty much anything blue, and having that ring temptation is never bad. Easterling Vanguard is a cheap 2-for-1, and also is a human that shares a color with Denethor. Although I know the human colors tend to be white and red, so if we did go humans and take Denethor, the black might be more of a splash. But Easterling Vanguard can also play with the Orc Army theme. And then Quarrel's End is just pretty good value. I think from this pack maybe I would take Denethor, partly because it's uncommon and everything else I'm considering is a common. So maybe we could see one of these show up in another pack. So I'm thinking take Denethor and then hope to wheel Eastmark Cavalier or one of the other cards that we were considering. So I think that would be my plan, but I'm curious to hear from you, and I want to know which card you would be taking from this pack in a draft. Go ahead and leave a comment, and I would love to talk about it with you. But for now, I will go ahead and make my pick, shuffle up the remaining cards, and lay them out. And there we have it. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Lord of the Rings Crack-a-Pack. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're enjoying drafting this set. Like I mentioned, let's talk in the comments about what you would have taken from this pack. And of course, please make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. I put out new videos like this one every Monday and Friday. But as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.